Hey!
Ciao ragazzi, make sure you let me know if you can hear me. Make sure you let me know if you can see me, and we will get this started. It's been a long time since I did a live show, and you can tell because there's no border, there's no trim. I am way behind anything to do with design here, but that's okay. Let's just get it cracking, man. Let's just get it cracking. Let's just choose one. Beautiful. We are here. We are so here, and we are so ready to go. That's one thing that's on my list to purchase this year, a new stand for the microphone. It's just not doing so great, but that's all right. Inter 3, Bologna 1. Inter 3, Bologna 1. All right. All right. How good's the lighting as well? Lighting's looking good. 2026 is a cleaner year. It's a cleaner year. Yeah. It's cleaner visually. It's cleaner mentally. It's cleaner drinking wise. It's cleaner sugar-wise. It's cleaner substance-wise. It's never been more cleaner food-wise. It's a clean year. It all started around about the start of 2025. You know what? I feel like my personal life and my Inter life really were intertwined in the first half of 2025. A big heap of successful mess where results could really go pear-shaped. Now, fortunately for me, in my personal world, results did not go pear-shaped. But I can definitely acclimatize the first 5 months of the year to being in a bunch of different limbos like Inter were. The only difference between myself and Inter is that I closed out at least one or two aspirations. 2026, a year of achievement, a year of not rebuilding from scratch, but rebuilding from the successes that we have left behind us. And I dare say you can hear it in my voice. There's a little bit of positivity. There's a little bit of hope, and there's a little bit of faith. And that is why I will die in 2026, because it is the hope that kills you, the faith that kills you. And I guess that even though being the still standing president of Pessimism FC, I will die on the hill of Internazionale Milano. I will die on this hill of the club that we love so much more than anything in the world. Big up to the 103 people that are with me right now. I am blessed. I am lucky. Imagine being able to talk in front of 103 Inter fans. That is my day today. That is so beautiful. Let's go to the comments before we go and talk about this game, and more importantly, what it means for the Classifica and for the Campeonato moving forward. Mattia bringing us the news that we all kind of know. This is now officially the longest period in Inter's history without a draw. I'm going to look right at the camera as I talk about this one right here. The longest period in the club's history without a draw. Match day, what is it today? Match day 17 or 18? I've never, ever, ever witnessed a campaign where we have gone through to January and not drawn a game. Never in my life. And that makes sense because it's never happened in Inter's life. That's absolutely crazy. In fact, I have never, ever, ever paid attention to a team that has not drawn a game until January. I can think back of how long I've been following football. There is no English club. There is no Spanish club. There is no Italian club. There is no Porco club. There is no Dutch club. There is no club I know ever reading a headline in my 33 years on this planet where come January, after a season has domestically kicked off in August, a big team, or at least a major team, and it would be big teams, because what mid-table teams would go through to January and not have a draw? The entire goddamn foundation of your fabric of getting points is collecting draws. I've never in my life seen a big team go through to January. January. Why is the trim on this channel black and white? Mizzica. That's a bit better, isn't it? Big up Uncle Sharma. I'm not too sure if he's live today. I saw his live symbol on in the studio. So he's probably live right now, or at least recording a video. Big up my guy. Oleg, thank you very much for being a channel member as well. First live that you won't. First live. Yeah, dude. I used to do a lot more, and now I've just been lazy with the lives, but they're coming back. They're coming back, all right? So watch it back later. I won't be able to watch, but good performance. Again, questionable behavior from the big names in the squad. So much to comment, but after a big win, let's concentrate on the positives. 100%. I'm here to say I've only watched 20 minutes of the game anyway, so I've got to go back and make that a part of my day today, and I'll do some shorts based on the player performances like I usually do. Black and Blue Legacy in the house. Totally dominated them. It's still pretty annoying that we didn't get a clean sheet. Do the boys practice shooting? So many wasted opportunities. No wonder we suck at penalties. Yeah, I did hear that this game should have ended with us at least 4-5-6 on the score sheet. Big 3 points and a big message to Milan and Napoli. See, I just as much thought it was a big message from Napoli to Lazio. Last night, tuned into the game by the 33rd minute. Spinazzola and is it Rahmani or Labotka? I think it was Rahmani who got on the score sheet as well. So 2-0 for Napoli. Big 3 points for Milan. Big 3 points for Napoli. Big 3 points for Inter. A huge 3 points. This weekend, proper disaster for Roma and Juve. Proper disaster. Could have easily been 5-1. Toro, classy. I haven't seen the goals, by the way. I haven't seen any of the goals. I could go watch them now. That's something I was going to do. Watch them live here. That'll be a great little way to react to it. They might not be online yet, so we'll just go through a few more comments, and I'll just look for them on YouTube, and I'll just mute it. Much easier. Tim is in the house. Forza Tim. Forza Inter, Zielinski, and Lautaro were absolute class today. I cannot wait to see them back. Cannot wait because it looks as though... Cool. We scored 3 goals, and I still feel like complaining about our finishing. You're not alone. You're not alone, bro. That's pretty much the consensus for everybody today. Matteo, what's good, bro? Good to see you. Good game overall. Very impressed with our back 3 today, minus that switch off for the goal. Forza Inter. When I did choose to tune in for the last 25 minutes-ish, Akanji was an animal. Again, this guy is just... I'm so glad that we are doing the right thing and looking to make very, 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 very quick, effective methods and moves to tie it up. We've got to tie it up. We've got to tie that deal up. For 15 million euros, it is an absolute no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. Some good player ratings here as well. Lautaro pretty much leading the ranks in terms of player rankings. Now we've got a couple of people. Barella. What's going on? Am I going to watch him today and see another very, very, very frustrating game? I don't know. He just looks pissed off all the time, doesn't he? He just looks absolutely pissed off all the time. What were some of his bigger mistakes tonight? Was it his passing? Was it his unnecessary shooting? Was it his really bad switching of play? Defensively, going into tackles and winning 50-50s, he's almost flawless all the time. Was he really, really that bad again today? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to watch it back. Good to get revenge on the bologna sandwiches, man. They've really been a thorn in our backside the last few years, haven't they? Barella will slowly turn into Mkhitaryan in terms of his final third contribution. That's a worrying sign. For anyone saying bench Barella, yeah, that's not very nice, mate. Maybe just choose a little bit of different words, different choice of words. And that's me, an Aussie who swears for fun saying that. But all good. Do your thing. Do your thing. Barella really, I'm going to have to agree with you, though. I have to agree with you. Barella really is one of those silent players where you tend to highlight the things that you see him do wrong without seeing the engine that's ticking from start to finish and seeing how instrumental he is from dragging space in midfield to dragging players, turning over play. A lot of people still refuse to acknowledge the fact that a lot of our goals that we've scored in the last year and a lot of the goals that we do tend to score, Barella plays an imperative part in the build-up and an imperative part in regathering the ball. Finally, 2025 is over. Loved how we played at the start. Bologna really were time wasting at 0-0. I'll make sure to keep a lookout for that. How you going, Rosemary? Very nice to see you again. Great performance. Revenge mission on Bologna. Successful and back to the top. Don Ian is always in the house. So is the Curb Mafia with Debbie as well. No hope from me until we play Napoli in a week. Is that in a week? Yo, let's have a look at those fixtures. Did that Napoli game really come around that quick? Pardon my first, January 8th. On Thursday morning. I'm not really keen for a midweek Serie A game, to be honest. I'm not keen for a midweek Serie A game. That looks like it's going to cause problems. That away game to Parma. I'm calling it right now. That away game to Parma is going to cause problems. That's going to cause problems. That's got 1-1 or 2-2 written all over it. That's got a draw written all over it. We're talking about not getting our first draw. Don't worry, it's coming in about 3.5 days. I can almost, oh man, that is going to be the biggest. That's going to be what I'm going to call it, a double no thanks. A double no thanks. It's like when I haven't eaten takeout for a long, long time and I go to Hungry Jack's, aka Burger King, or somewhere that serves nice burgers, and I just go, yeah, make it a double because we haven't had that in a while. Double no thanks. Draw on the horizon against Parma. Calling it absolutely right now. Lavelli got some minutes today. That was good to see the youngster get some minutes. Roma also do not have a draw in this league. If Bisek refrains from the howlers in some occasions, we might have set ourselves a backline for years to come. I agree. I think the overall output of Bisek's game is actually quite good. The physicality that he shows, his calmness on the ball, his reading of the game. Everything about Bisek's game is good apart from bozo moments with his extended limbs. I love this team so much. That's nice. Good to see a couple new faces here, man. A lot of new faces here. So welcome. If you're here today at Interworldwide for the first time, a big welcome to you guys. We've hit 5K recently. We've got over 125 people here, man. That's dope. I'm sure I'm getting a lot of backsplash from either Uncle Sharma's finished stream or Uncle Sharma not being available in general. Look forward to another frustrating performance from Barella. Unfortunately, at least you guys have cushioned me up for it now. Lalti should have had a hat trick, but he really worked hard in this game. He's working very, very, very hard lately. Charles Anth, we dominated. I just wish we can start taking our chances. Well, we clearly took 3 of them today, but we should be taking more, obviously. No team can take all their chances, but we should be taking more. Mattia, no hope until we win against Napoli, Milan, Juve. I'm going to have to agree with Mattia and Rosemary there. Inter are going to sign a Kanji from all accounts. Let me just have a little look at that as well and double check that. Kanji to Inter. Yeah. It looks like we are. Yeah, I think he's going to be the reference point. He's going to be the reference point. Market value is still sitting at 21 million. We'll tie it up for 15. This will be one of our better deals, I think. Thuram is so annoying except for the goal. I could already tell he was having an annoying game even when I tuned in. Uncle Sharma is in the house. Puter, il calcio Zielinski. Puter, il calcio Zielinski. Very nice. And thank you for being a channel member of here for 39 months. Thank you. Thank you very much. I absolutely love the support that we continue to show one another. Make sure you guys are giving all your time, or your attention, or your subscription or your devotion to the one and only Zeal Shams. Silly goal to concede, 100%. He was close to goal, but he passed, right? But Ella needs to simplify his game. Thuram needs a reality check, and Pio or Bonnie should start over him. Too many giveaways for both players. Something is wrong with Barella. His first touches were bad, says Rocky Ferraro. Exactly, bro. Off the ball, he's a workhorse, and he's got like 5 assists, I think. Gab is here. Thank you for your constant support, my brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, bro, great way to start the week. I actually have the day off work, going to the gym soon, but saying hi before I go. Good stuff, bro. Make sure you pump out a serious workout, man. I'll be doing that as well very, very soon. The ref is Guida, right? And he's from Napoli. If I recall correctly, he almost acted as a Bologna defender in the build-up for the Zielinski goal. Annoying ref overall performance. Nothing new there with the refs in Serie A. Kivu knows Parma enough to outplay them, though, right? I did not take that into account. That is a great comment. Thank you very, very, very much. What phase is Chrissy Boy Kivu in? Why is he in a title race if he's only in phase 1? I love it. I love Arteta's light bulb. Mate, Arteta's going to get it done, bro. Arteta is going to get it done. Farteta is going to get it done, bro. And all the haters are going to have to go into hiding, including me. Because when Arsenal win the Premier League trophy, the football world as we know it comes to an end. It will be the end of an era. The end of the social banter era, the end of the AFTV era, the age of banter closes because the pioneers of the scene are the AFTV. Without the original AFTV, there is nothing. There is no even Interworldwide sitting here today. It all stems from that tree. And Arteta is about to close probably the thickest banter book in football fan history. And he will do it. I have no doubts now. In a tight game, we can't trust Bisek. Can you, Anthony Mattia, now say that it's important Mickey doesn't start against top teams? Look, against top teams, I don't think I've ever said that he should be starting against top teams. I think that when it comes down to top teams, you should be starting your best 11 and more importantly, your fittest 11. I just never thought there was a player that should have taken Mkhitaryan's spot starting-wise for various reasons. Zielinski was always injured or overweight or playing like shit. Sucic, I was more than willing at the start of the season. I even plugged him into the starting 11. But Sucic had a couple of games where we didn't win. He was bad. He wasn't just bad. He was like, turn the ball over every second time I touch it, only make 7-meter lateral passes bad. He was really bad. Like the lack of confidence and lack of footballing IQ compared to him and Mkhitaryan was fucking gateways. I get it. Sucic is fitter. I get it. He's got more touches to show now against an aging Mkhitaryan. But at the end of the day, Sucic's resume stretches to fucking Croatia. It stretches to Croatia. Mkhitaryan stretches to Dortmund, Manchester United, and Arsenal and Roma under some of the best managers ever. If you were to tell me right now, Mkhitaryan or Sucic in that position for the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes against any opponent, that's an easy decision. It's Mkhitaryan. The same way if you told me Edin Dzeko or Marcus Thuram for the last 10 minutes against any opposition, that's an easy position. It's Edin fucking Dzeko. There are some things money can't buy, and there are some breeds of footballers that still have things to contribute. But I get it. Mkhitaryan has been played into the ground in positions and in roles where he should not physically have been made to extend himself that much. And right now, he's suffering for it. But I'm never, ever, ever going to throw shit on him. Never. Because he seems to be a big scapegoat in this club for very little reasons other than the fact that he was born on a biological date. I can't hate him just for his age. It's not his fault. I can't hate him just because managers trust him so much. That's not his fault. I can't ask him to put in poorer shifts in training so that he doesn't get selected. You know, I've heard the guy speak as well. The guy sleeps at the same time, wakes up at the same time, has the same misses from high school, no tattoos. Pretty soon we're going to start looking back at these players in history and going, hey, remember when players actually enjoyed playing the sport? Who has been Inter's best player this season, in your opinion? In 2025, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I mean, the players that come to mind for me when you say who's had a good season so far would be Bonnie, but I can't put him as the best just due to minutes. I would say Akanji. Akanji for me is probably the best player this season. I think he's been the most consistent in his position or the most consistent in his role. However, for the amount of flack I gave them in the first half of the season, Lautaro Martinez and Federico Di Marco are putting in some serious shifts lately. Would you guys agree? Would you guys agree that Lautaro Martinez and Federico Di Marco, since November, have put in some serious shifts on that pitch? Anyway, I'm going to go back and watch Di Marco a little bit closer today. Maybe he didn't have a really, really great performance today. Let's go to a few more comments, and then we'll start talking about the game a little bit more. This is a great stream, by the way. There's still 103 of you here. I thought he's meant to finish 8th, 5th, 2nd, 2nd. Yeah. Luis Enrique plays so deep, so different from Dumfries. Maybe this is how Kiva wants to use him. No mistake, but nothing special. Okay, cool. I'll keep an eye on him as well today. Great to see some youth players as well. Yeah, this is what I was saying to my wife when we were tuning into the last 5 minutes. I go, if you're a Stone Age dinosaur Italian football manager, you're playing your best players up until the final whistle. You've got serious trust issues in terms of managing the game. To see Lavelli come on that with about 10 minutes left, non-inclusive of added time, that was really, really good to see. Yeah, we don't do the phase thing here, bro. We really don't. Either we've got a winning project or we're a sinking ship. Also, Mickey did great as a sub to come on and control the game. That's a perfect role for him now. Yeah, 100%. I would say that the best role for Mkhitaryan now, Gabe, is to come on around about the 60th minute against lower sides and about the 75th minute against top sides. Today, he would have come on around minute 68, yeah? I like Kivil's balls to take Barella out, bro. You got to take Barella out, Gabe. You got to take Barella out, guys. You got to keep subbing him out. He's a loose cannon. I'm very disappointed. I might not be showing it fully, but who knows? I'll go watch the game today. Like I said, I'll watch the game and I'll put up some shorts afterwards. We're all going to be doomed. Zielinski is now the best player in that position. Yes, that's for sure. That's for sure. Sucic is still not consistent. And that's not his fault, bro. Like I said, his CV extends to Croatia. It extends to Zagreb. Zagreb or Kiev? Kiev is Ukraine. Did we sign him from Zagreb or Dinamo Kiev? It was Zagreb. It has to be Zagreb. He's Croat. Luis Enrique is slowly growing into the role, barring crossing ability, very slowly indeed. Yeah, cool. Slow and steady gain for him. Thank you, Mattia, for reminding everyone to like the video. And guys, just a small little... Cool. All right, what do you reckon? Goals are on YouTube now? Goals are on YouTube now. Make sure you like the video. Thank you very much, guys. And we'll also go to a quick word from our sponsor after this, Big Bad Kitsock, who are the best, by the way, the best. I've gotten so much feedback from so many people over the new year. Thank you to everybody that went and purchased through them. I told you wouldn't be disappointed. I told you would get the best replica fake jersey quality you've ever seen in your life. And there is not a single person that hasn't messaged me back going, yeah, the gap between these and authentic is the smallest gap I have ever seen. And that's fantastic. That's actually brilliant because that's what we want. We want replica kits that you know for a fact you're getting your money's worth, even if it is $20. Pisek, Kanji, Bastoni, Luis Enrique, Barella, Hakan, Zielinski, Di Marco, Lautaro Martinez, Turan, Martinez, Taho, De Vrij, Sucic, Acerbi, Fratesi, Mkhitaryan, Carlos Augusto, Cocci, Cinquegrano, Lavelli, Pio Esposito. We got some young blood on the bench. Young blood on the bench. Bologna's starting lineup today was Ravaglia. How did Ravaglia play today? Did he have a good game? He's not a bad keeper. Holm, who's not a bad defender. Hejam, Luchumi, Likogjanis, who's not a bad defender. Ferguson, Moro, Rowe, Odegaard, Cambiagi, Castro. It's a difficult team to play against. Once again, see, if I had played this game in a match where you sort of do need the points because they're not playing great lately, I disagree with the decision to leave Orsolini on the bench. I even disagree with the decision to maybe even leave Fröler on the bench. With Ciro Immobile, you can't be starting him ahead of Castro. Castro is a great little player, isn't he? All right, let's get it rocking. Only a couple of minute headline for little ball in 5 minutes in. Zielinski with a nice little touch. Thuram, lazy attempt. Lautaro, good save. Good save. Lautaro. Enrique pushing up on the right. Barella through the middle. Lautaro. Great step over Lautaro. Great ball inside. That's such a good run and ball from Lautaro. And Marcus Thuram, I believe, has completely scuffed that right at the keeper. For fuck's sake, Marcus. Oh, you probably ran offside as well. Oi, another thing, Marcus Thuram's runs are shit. They're not getting better. DiMarco squares it. Well done from the keeper. Good scrambling from Bologna. Hakan shouldn't rip from there, but he does because he's an idiot. I love how Hakan had enough time to think about how he was in a bad position, put it on his weaker foot, put his body in a weaker position, slowly get collapsed by two defenders, and then still try and pull the trigger and not have the boot connect with the ball properly. Yeah, I'm a hater. What of it? Great flick on from Thuram there. Lautaro. Great. Gee, Lautaro's dribbling was great today. Lovely ball off. Oh! Oh, Lautaro. What a carrying ball. Lautaro and Zielinski. What a finish. He's not left-footed. Surely not. Surely I haven't misinterpreted that my whole life. Oh, the way Lauti switches his feet. Bello. Toro, again. Barella, Toro. Should have scored that. If he had put that in before halftime, I would have just said he had a 10 out of 10 first half. Hakan, ball in. Toro! What a fucking header. What a header, bro. Smash bang. Oh, loose ball, Barella. Thuram. Ooh, that's a bad miss. Why'd you do that? I was just on you. I was just back on the gravy train. I was just back on your. I was back on it, Total. You had me on it. How does it bounce? Barella, Thuram, Total. It does bounce up slightly. Oh man, that really should be three. Barella! Oh god, you suck. Corner in from DiMarco. Thuram! Literally just gets his body in the way. Look at him, bro. The guy's a clown, cuz. The guy's a clown. He must bring very good energy to the team, but the guy's an absolute clown. I think Castro flicks it on. Does it not come off his arm? Looks like a shoulder. Zielinski with a free kick 11 minutes from time, or is it DiMarco that's going to smash this? It's DiMarco. It's a good free kick from DiMarco, just wide. Oh, God, that's awful marking at the back. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this properly. Bastoni, it's Bastoni's fault. Castro scores it. Bastoni should be able to make a play at the ball. I can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say. And maybe I'm wrong here, but, because I haven't coached at top level, nowhere near it. I've only coached at, junior level or school level. But is there any reason why Alessandro Bastoni, as a seasoned centre-back, is not goal side of his defender? Goes like goal side of his attacker? Pio, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have an there's no need to create an overlap there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The way that Bastoni is positioned, he is positioned in front of the player that uses his body to create tension that allows that ball, which is not over the head. It's it's high, but it's not over the head. It's in a straight line. Because of this, Pio Esposito can't react quick enough. So Pio Esposito is at fault as well. But are you going to blame a young, fresh striker or an experienced centre-back right here? Akanji could do a bit better. Bisek could do a bit better because it's Castro that scores it. I don't think Akanji and Bisek even expect the ball to come through. Let's watch again. I'm going to fucking slow it down. All right. The cross comes in. Bastoni is like pressing against the 19. Akanji's got 14. Bisek's got Castro. Okay, Akanji and Bisek both let Castro through. Castro is always going to be quicker than Bisek in that situation. Height and ball-wise, seriously, can Bastoni or Pio, can none of them get to that? Can none of them get to that? Goal Castro. No, you guys are right. It is a shit goal. It's a very shit goal because it bypasses 4 interplayers to get there. It's not that good of a cross. Like, it's an okay cross, but it's not that good of a cross. It should be dealt with. Like, the positioning of the cross is good. Don't get me wrong. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it's not a good cross. It should. We have dealt with that cross really, really poorly. Really poorly. You expect a relegation side to deal with crosses like that. I'm going to chalk that down to 83rd minute, 3-0. We think game's over. That's what I'm going to say to that. Anyway, I neglected the chat for a bit, so let's go back to it. Sorry, I can't go back to those comments just yet. Just give me 1 second. Let me go from the top. It doesn't let me sit well. Fair enough. It's just top there. We're talking about Mkhitaryan, but I'm just saying based on the form. Yeah, 100%. Tardini is never easy. So many bad memories there growing up. Heck, even when we win Scudetto there at Tardini, it's not easy, 100%. Turk has been the best player and consistent. I disagree. I disagree, bro. I really don't think he's been as good as you guys are saying. And I'm happy to do another video on that as well. I gave him his flowers when he played well in a few games. I'll watch the game back today. Maybe he has been good-ish today, but I'm really, really sorry, bro. I am not prepared to come out here unless I see a 8 out of 10 from Hakan today. I'm not coming out and saying that he has been anywhere near as good as people have been saying, because the way that some of our fans are talking about Hakan this season, they're talking about him like second star Hakan has come back. Second star Hakan has never fucking come back. He has never even touched the fucking street. People have been acting like second star Hakan is on the doorstep. Brother is not even in the postcode. He's not even in the district. He does not have a passport. No way. No way. Sorry, man. Hakan isn't even in my top 3 for this season so far. DeMarco extended contract to 2032. Yeah, that'll do good. I'm happy to do that. Anthony used my membership longevity to get a shout out from 2 kids. Bro, you don't never need to use your membership for that shout out, man. You just need to let me know. So happy 17th birthday to Talia. 9 for Enzo. I could have sworn I've got inboxes of me messaging Ian going, wish Enzo a happy 5th birthday. A happy 5th birthday. Life just comes at you too quickly. And look who I'm telling, the mother of the offsprings herself. So big up to you, Debs, Ian, to the beautiful Talia, to the gorgeous Enzo, Auguri, and Buon Compleanno to the lovely kids. Yes, Zagreb it was. In my opinion, DeMarco played a good game, made runs, attacked the box, gave an assist, tracked his man, and was good defensively. Had some nerves when Bologna scored. So did I. So did I, Lukey, brother. So did I, cuz. Thanks for letting us know about the replica kit websites. They're awesome. Oh, the kit sock. The kit sock. That's a great segue. Thank you very much for that, Gabe. So before I go to some of those comments about the goal, sorry that it's a bit all over the place this stream, but I'll get my live mojo back a little bit soon, I promise. All right, beautiful. You guys can all see that. Yeah, kitsock.com, absolutely phenomenal website. Stocking everything from the World Cup to even basketball and NBA as well. So I'll even start with that. Like as a basketball fan, I was very impressed to see them start to stock ranges from all teams. So all NBA teams. I'll be landing myself a couple of Detroit Pistons things. Is there a class? There's some classic Carmelo Anthony stuff on there. Are you serious? Oh, damn. I remember that. That was a long time ago now. Very, very long time ago now. Allen Iverson as well. How good. How good. But more importantly for us, if you head over to the Serie A section, you can find a vast variety, a huge repertoire of Inter kits. I've gotten this retro one from them myself. I've also gotten this Inter training jacket here, which uses, oh man, it's just phenomenal. It fits so well. Fits like an authentic. New kits, old kits, black kits, white kits, blue kits, away kits, fan editions, player editions that literally feel exactly like you bought it from the store yourself. All right. If anyone's even more interested, let me know. But yeah, once again, I don't want to slag out official stores too much. It just so happens that some of us who live on the other side of the world got really sick of the inflated prices. And yeah. Oh, another thing, a big fuck you. I don't care if I get demonetized to the BBC and everybody that came out and tried to slag off replica kits. I reckon it's pathetic. You are not fooling anybody. When spokespeople from club and from sporting outlets come out and go, oh, you're going to get a rash if you wear a replica kit. God, motherfungulo, man. You are not fooling everyone. We know your jersey sales are down. We know your merchandise sales are down. We know everybody on the planet is choosing to go fake rather than go authentic, because authentics are just as fake and the fakes are just as authentic. Not only that, I'm just a single dude who has money. Yeah, I'm not poor. But if I was a father and I had a couple of kids and my kids were like, I want an Inter jersey, or I want a couple of, let's just pick a mainstream club. You got a couple of boys, a couple of Real Madrid jerseys, a couple of Cristiano jerseys. What do you want to pay? You want to pay 40 Australian dollars, or do you want to pay 400 Australian dollars AUD? Christmas was real for families. I get that. Like I said, I'm just one dude and I'm buying replicas. I'm never going to buy an authentic kit again. That being said, I've got a whole bunch of authentic kits in there that have the name set peeling off because they can't be washed properly. It's the exact same thing as these. Anyway, that was a bigger plug than expected, so Kitsock better keep putting me in their good books. Head over to kitsock.com and get pretty much the best replicas that money can get. Ravilia did have a good game, it looks like. Lautaro was everywhere and helped out a lot. Worth noting that this is his 5th MVP for Lautaro in a row. As in, like, best Inter player for the 5th, like, MVP of the month. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. He couldn't have got MVP of the month in Serie A 5 times in a row. Highlights. I was just watching the highlights. I'll watch the full match back later on. I have a feeling we're going to draw against Parma. Yeah, my betting money will be going on that. Gallia in disguise moment. Yeah, bro, that was bad. That was bad. Well, Gallia's one was way worse against Sassuolo, but this one was bad. Turan was decent today. Got a flip. That game that Gagliardini missed. Did we draw that game? Gagliardini miss versus Sassuolo. (2020). Oh, 3-3. Bro, I swear to God, if he scored that goal, like, I know in context because Juve took their foot off the gap, but you could really go to bed every night saying... You could really... Bro, there were so many times we could have gotten ourselves back into that fucking title racing contest first season, couldn't we? We really, really could. Turan was decent today, got a flick and led to the Zulu first goal, and he scored himself and made many runs. Probably, yes, just ahead. But he is stronger than Pierre still, just a little bit. Should have scored 8. Sommer was world-class as a sweeper keeper, but man, conceding that soft goal, he should have stopped it, which is why I think Beppo Martinez. Yeah, look, it was from close range, but it was soft and it was right to him, wasn't it? It was right to him, and almost like he moved his torso out of the way to try and save it with his hands. Bastoni is making a lot of mistakes, man. It's hard from the bench that one cannot be blamed on Mr. Bastoni. That goal that we concede is everyone's fault. It was a team collect. There were so many people sleeping. It was like Ahmed, everybody just wanted somebody else to do the job. Everyone was like, somebody else will take care of this. Somebody else will take out the trash in this situation. You can't blame Bastoni. It's Carlos. Let me have a look at it again. I didn't even see Carlos. All right, let's have a look again. All right, where exactly is Carlos positioned here? Oh, you cannot blame Carlos for that. Carlos is looking forward and he sees Bisek marking Castro, Akanji on, is it Ferguson, Pio and Bastoni double marking 19. Carlos's job is to keep 41 at bay while Luis Enrique makes sure 7 doesn't go, or Salini doesn't get to the far post. This ain't Carlos's fault, bro. This ain't Carlos's fault. In fact, I would say he and Luis Enrique are the least to blame. You could argue that Carlos needs to have a higher footballing IQ and that tactically he needs to get in front of Castro when he sees that the ball is falling short. When he sees that his man is not going to play much of a role. Bro, Carlos jerks and moves with the man that he is supposed to be marking. I really don't think it's Carlos's fault, unless I've got a really different opinion on it to everybody else. I really don't think that's Carlos's fault. But what do you mean he played him onside? Are you talking about from the actual free kick itself? Mate, I hope, for your sake, I hope he's the only one being played off. Brother, Castro's onside. Ferguson's onside via Bisek's right foot. Number 19's onside. Orsolini's onside. There are 4 men onside, brother. There are 4 men onside. Carlos is not playing anybody onside but the man he is marking. And the man he is marking, 41. Brother, they are all onside. Every single Bologna player is onside. Pio, Akanji, Bisek, Carlos, Enrique have all left their men onside. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. So I get it. Yeah, okay, no worries. Carlos has played him onside. So has everybody else. And that's not Carlos's responsibility to track Santiago Castro, who is wedged in between Akanji and Bisek, while Bastoni lets a ball neck height fly through, expecting a striker, Pio Esposito, to fish it out. My blame is on Bastoni there. And then after that, I'd be looking at Akanji and Bisek going, you need to communicate a lot better. Once again, that's just my opinion. And my opinions aren't right. Goal was Fratese's fault. Oh, yeah. Big up yourself, Vikram, my guy. Big up. I'll get back to the chats when I can. I've got to bounce to the gym, but I'll catch up on the rest later. No worries, man. No worries. Padma, I'm going to be predicting that we get our first. I'm going to be predicting that we get our first draw of the season, bro. I think that we might get our first draw of the season, unfortunately. Anytime, man. Make sure you pass those wishes on to your beautiful kids for me. Our kids for next season look great. Yeah, they do. They do. They really, really do. Cancelo cozying up to yeah. Look, the Barca thing is the Barca thing. I've always maintained one belief in my life. If you ever expect someone from any sort of Latin background, including Portuguese, whether people classify it as Mediterranean or not, I really do think that anyone from a Latin background, when Barca and Madrid come knocking, you need to almost expect that you will be second and third choice. And that's the situation here. That's why I'm not too aggressive in the whole if he was coming out going, oh, I might go to Juve, I might go to Inter, I'd be going, brother, book a flight to Turin and we will bar off Milan airport so that you can't arrive. But the fact that, he always wanted to play for Barca, he went there. I don't ever think he wanted to leave, but, Barca's finances are next level. So, yeah. Enrique is getting better. Maybe we don't really need to splash it all on Cancelo or splash anything. We can't be treated like a second choice. If Cancelo wants Barca, then so be it. I still agree. I put Kivu on the. Where is he in the set piece? Oh, 1 sec. Someone's calling out to me. Let me watch this back one more time. Sorry, guys. My computer has just said it needs to force a restart, and I'm definitely not doing that in the next 3 minutes. So give me like 60 seconds to make sure I can delay this properly. because that would be it. I love when that happens. You know, when you don't use a certain computer for a long time, you turn it up, and then like after 45 minutes, it's like, oh, by the way, we need to do this big restart that's going to take about 57 minutes. No, sir. Not today. We got 3 yellow cards today, didn't we? Does anyone want to let me know what they were for and if they were, if they're detrimental to us going forward? Who got them? Bastoni, Barella, and Hakan. Barella, Bastoni, and Hakan. Is anyone carrying over yellow cards? Can someone let me know if anyone's carrying over yellow cards for Parma? Anyway, let me get some more comments. Multi Borilla says Bastoni was on the bench, mate. I'm looking at him right now, bro, defending the goal. How is that possible? Here he is. There he is, defending the goal with his stupid afro. I can't see his number, though. Hold up. Let me guess. My vision is so bad that the fucking young substitute's got the same head from this angle as Bastoni, and I've been thinking that's Bastoni the whole time. I can't see his number. The whole replay of the goal, I'm watching it in 0.25 speed multi. I can't see his number. It looks like 95. It looks like 95. It's Bastoni, isn't it? It's 95. I can see the 5. Put blame on Kiva for set piece. Oh, my bad. My bad. It's the fucking newbie. What does this guy look like? What does Lavelli look like? Jesus Christ. From the back, Lavelli, because I could only see the number 5 and your head. I honestly thought you were Alessandro Bastoni with your back to goal and your defender not goal side of you looking forward. That's my bad. I now need to put my hand up and apologize to Bastoni because I just ran Bastoni through the ringer, through the absolute ringer for not doing anything in that position. It's still not Carlos's fault, mate, that the goal is scored. That's still not on Carlos. It's not his man. It's not his man. Carlos is not obliged to leave his 41 behind him. It's not, the goal is nowhere near Bastoni's side or Carlos's side. So now I'd have to say supremely that's napping from Akanji and Bisek in between that spot. In between that spot. So if you think that's Carlos's fault, then you expect everyone in that position to pretty much lose their man and make a trail for every ball that comes into the box. That ball was not flocking into a Carlos zone at all. That Akanji and Bisek now looks really shit. I'm watching this again in 0.25 speed. It's almost too slow. Can't get any slower than this. Oh, you can do custom speeds now on YouTube. That's insane. 0.1 speed. That's a bit too slow. All right. We're watching this again. Oh, damn, Bisek. This ain't looking good for you either, bro. Oh, Bisek, why are you stopping? All right. Well, look, I guess you can't blame Lovelli there at all because he's a center forward. Matteo Lovelli is a center forward. That's why when I saw it and I saw the number 5 and trust me, if you saw it from the angle I'm looking at here, all I can see is a white neck and slightly too much hair on the head. And with the number 5, that supremely looks like Bastoni. I don't care if you're tired, Bisek. The way Bisek just lets Castro slip through there and asking Augusto to then get goal side of Castro, which he never would have gotten because Pio is way too close to Castro's left foot, which is where he gets the finish off. So no, definitely not on Carlos. Way, way more on Bisek than I originally thought. Now, physically wise, you look at Bisek and go, you're bigger, but you're not quicker. But still, the way he sort of lets Castro go through there, I think you could put that on inexperience. I get what you're saying, though, Multi. Carlos was in Bastoni's position and we were lacking another defender in that space. But in the space where it was critical to defend that ball, damn, Bisek. Damn, you look shit in that again. What are we going to do about this guy? I know it's not a handball. I know it's not a bozo moment, but that's someone who doesn't understand Italian football and Serie A, leading the game and thinking the game's over at 82 minutes. Even though 3-0 the game virtually is over, Jan, you got to be a bit better than that. He's got to be a bit better than that, guys. Jan Bisek has got to be a bit better than that. Anyway. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you very much. I'm not blaming the Lavelli, the coach. No. It's not his fault for what happened on the pitch. But I definitely would agree that, putting him in to defend the set piece, maybe not great. However, it's not his responsibility, as we said. But at the same time, I'm not going to criticize Christian Kivu for bringing on a young start with 8 minutes to go at 3-0. I want to see that. We'd be crying out for stuff like that. I want to have a look at some of the stats from the game. And then what I'm going to do is I think Uncle Sharma's uploaded a video. So rather than me just go out there and watch it, I might actually watch it here. And I think I'm allowed to share the screen. Without getting... Oh, I won't share the screen. I might just play it out loud. I think I can share the screen without it getting copyrighted. No, I'm not going to risk it. I was going to share the screen and put Uncle... No. He wouldn't do that. But as we both know, the algorithm is about as fucking evil as it gets. Like, they don't care. They'll take a brother and sister's, a mother and daughter's channel away from each other if they can. This is the devil's playground, bro. And the smaller the content creator you are, the more you get absolutely pummeled by YouTube and their violation and their agreements and stuff like that. So nope, not going to happen at all. We'll look at some stats and then I will listen to the smooth sailings of Uncle Sharma. Can't wait to get a new microphone stand. This one's just dipping on me. %57 possession to around 42.5% possession. 28 touches to 10 inside the opposition box. 7 saves for the Bologna goalkeeper versus 1 for Zoma. 16-12 aerial duels won by Inter. Even on the fouls, 7 corners to 1. Inter dominating the match, dominating possession. 19 shots. Actually, I can share this screen. That's not a problem. Adamo! Hey, Anth, love your content, love your direct, no bullshit when analyzing the games. Cheers from Adamo in Adelaide. Adamo, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, bless up, bro. Keep with the channel, keep commenting, bro. I just want to keep seeing you here. That's all I want. Some great stats here. 19 shots to 6, 10 on target to 2, 5 off target to 3, 4 attempts outside the box. 1 time we hit the post, which was Lautaro's Gagliardini effort. 2 one-on-one attempts today and 3 offsides. A lot more total passes. Our passing accuracy was quite good today. A lot of forward passes as well, and over double successful final third passes, which, looking at these stats on the side, yeah, we as Inter fans expect to see the data skewed for us, but you know what? Bologna don't expect to see the data skewed like this against them many times this season. So I got to say it was another game where, yeah, the Bologna aren't the big team. They're not the Juve. They're not the Napoli. They're not the Milan. But, ass. It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair if I sat here and went, fuck Inter. We didn't beat Milan, Napoli, and Juve. But you know what we have done this season? We've actually handled Atalanta well. We've handled Roma very well. We've handled Lazio extremely well. And we've handled Bologna very well. We need to get over the performance anxiety. We are good. We are hot. We are fit. You know? Yeah, we get it. We're going and we're hooking up with all the 1, 2, 3, 4s out of 10s. And then we're getting to the 5, 6, 7s. And, you know, even they might, the 7 out of 10s might dress up for a day or two and look like a 7.5. And we're still confident. The Atalantas, the Romas, the Bolognas. Hey, miss, how you doing? Can I get you a drink? Would you like to dance? Do you come here often? I live just around the corner. And then we see from across the bar. We see from across the event. We see the glamours. We see the Milans, the Juves, the Napolis, the 8s, the 9s, the 10s, the Gorge, the Beauties, my wife. We see them and we're like, oh, I don't know if I should go and approach her. She looks too intimidating. Oh, I don't know if I should go say hi. She looks busy. Oh, I don't know if I should go talk to her. She's too good looking, probably too stuck up, probably too snobby. Shut the fuck up. Enough is enough now. Enough is enough now. We had Bologna on toast today. We had Atalanta on crackers. We had both Rome sides kissing our feet. Just welcome one of these attractive, big, disgustingly hateable big sides to the Miazza. We don't have to go to Allianz. We've got the black and blue fixture at the San Siro next time we play Milan. We don't have to go to the Maradona. For God's sake, man, we need to execute. We need to execute because we're doing well. It's January and we're first. I'm not stupid enough to sit here and look like a complete idiot, even though if I do expect the worst and we are pessimistic, it's fucking January and Christian Kivu's got the team above Max Allegri and above Antonio Conte, who have double-digit Scudetti between the two of them, or 9. How many Scudetti has Max Allegri? 6! 5! And Chelsea is 12. Christian Kivu is first in a domestic league where the 2 closest managers behind him have 12 domestic titles combined. It's not fair as Inter fans, it's not fair as an Inter content creator to sit here and keep a 100% pessimistic attitude. I'll repeat it again. Smashed Bologna on toast. Bergamo biscuits. Roman appetizers, bro. Roman tomatoes. We need to beat Milan, Juve, and Napoli, man, because if we do beat them, if we beat all 3 of them, we win the fucking title. I know that we do. We all know that we do. Oh, Ian, if we were to do that, I'd parade it around like an accomplishment. But guess what? That's not how it works, bro. We're not going to win the league without beating those 3. We need to beat one of them. We need to get 3 points against Milan or Napoli and dent their run in the process. If we can't beat Napoli at home with this title on the line, like Mattia's saying, like, bro, we're going to get some serious chances to put our foot on the league. Because I expect us to still win the majority of our games, bar those 3. It's going to be very interesting. Just when I was out, they've pulled me back in, as they say. Defensive-wise, we won 66% of our tackle duels, 3 yellow cards each, and we didn't have to clear the ball anywhere near as often as Bologna did. That's pretty much going to be it from me today, guys. I'm going to listen to some Uncle Sharma and comment on it now. How does that sound? Do you guys want me to go? Should I listen to a bit of Uncle Sharma here live and react to it? Or should I just leave you guys? Are you sick of me? Tell me to piss off. Just tell me to piss off. As soon as you're done with me, just say piss off. And as soon as the first one does, I will get out of here. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10 a.m. Watching Uncle Shama in 0.25 speed is bloody scary. Can you guys just confirm for me that? Okay, no worries. Thanks. All right, Mattia has said it. The Belgrade Mafia has spoken. Hold on one sec. Distance from Sydney to Belgrade. Oh, you got lucky, Mattia. If you weren't roughly 15,701 kilometers away, we'd have a pretty big issue on our hands here, my white Serbian friend. Can you just make sure, please, that you can't hear Uncle Shama? Because if you do, then the channel's in trouble. All right. How long did he go for? 16 minutes? Perfect. I'll chop that up a bit. Oh, man, I didn't allude to that head-to-head prior. The head-to-head prior is ugly, man. Lost the Supercoppa, the loss last season in Serie A, which was, yeah, big loss. The 1-0 to Orsolini goal. 2-2 draw in January. Jesus, man. Our record against Bologna is absolutely blank. Overdue win for sure, Zio. Good. So Kivu's tactics were good, eh? I mean, when I saw the scoreline and some of the stats, when I ducked in the shower this morning, I go, well, we must be executing this game plan well. Yeah, no clean sheet would suck. The finishing man. Oh yeah, we definitely lost that league with Beef Radu. Yeah, for sure. Best performance from Toro for the season, Bill says. Should have had two for sure. He got a 9.1 rating from football, bro. Bro, proper Gagliardini miss, yo. I feel you. I feel you, bro. It wasn't an ideal miss there, that's for sure. Fifth man in a match. Fifth man in a match in a row. Okay, yep, yep, yep. He is on fire. He's the top scorer in Serie A. Like this is what we want. This is what we want. Yeah, well, Zielinski, he is football. When you really deep it, man, Zielinski is our most technically gifted player. He is our purest footballer in the side. Supremely talented footballer, the Zeal calls him. Supremely talented. If I were Marotta, who would I sign in the winter transfer market? I were Marotta, if I were Marotta and I knew for sure that Denzel Dumfries was leaving, I would be targeting the right wing back role. And I would most likely, if I was in the position, all hands on deck, I would most likely be speaking with Al Hilal and Cancelo as much as possible to try and mitigate a 5-month loan, just a 5-month loan to make sure that we are stacked in that position. we can revisit our goals for next season in the summertime. We actually don't need too much. I mean, we're way past a gift to the fans like a Lookman or anything like that. And I don't think I'd go for him now at this point anyway. So yeah, I guess as someone who wasn't really invested in the market because I didn't think we were going to get anybody, I guess Cancelo's really the only one. I mean, I watched Palestra play the other day and he was very, 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 very good. But like you're saying, now money is the problem. We don't have 35, 40 million to go up to Atalanta. Not that they would entertain our business anyway. I would take Chiesa. Yeah, I'll take Chiesa. I just don't think we can utilize him very well. But I've always been a fan of his, and his downfall is just something that I've not liked. Always liked him. You know, it's very rare that a player plays for Juve and you still end up liking them. You know, I don't like Chiesa as much as I like, say, Chiellini because I loved Chiellini. But yeah, I hate seeing Chiesa struggle. Got banged up really, really bad. Yes, Dodô as well. Anybody on that right hand side, really, because I don't have as much faith in Luis Enrique. But even then, Dodô, like Fiorentina won this morning, so they're going to need him to kick out of relegation. Slight improvements for Luis Enrique, the Zeal says. All right. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this while sitting outside with my wife and dog. Thank you very, very, very much for joining me. We had over 100 here pretty much for the whole stream today. We've still got over 100 here now. Big shout out to Kitsock. Big shout out to Uncle Sharma. Thanks to the channel members. Always a big, slightly more special shout out to Mattia and Ian Kerr as well. Thank you for being my day ones. And everybody else that's come through here today. Hey, what's going on, Nick Knox? I didn't see you, bro. Hey, what's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? What have you been doing, my guy? Yeah, it was a good show. And Mattia, thanks for the message this morning, man, because I don't know if I would have done it without your message because I was thinking very much about going to the gym and getting outside and listening to the last 5-10 minutes on my phone. And if I had done that, I would not have even been at home. So by you messaging me to do it, I was actually in motion. I was walking to the bathroom to get some gym gear on and go, all right, I'm a bit nervous. Let's get in the car. Let's get out of the house just in case something bad happens. I don't want to be yelling around my wife. And then you sent me that message. And then I'm like, all right, well, fuck, let's just check the score one more time. And that's when it came up with 3. And at 3-0 with only 12 minutes left, even I was ready to schedule the stream. It is the end of the show, bro. I'm so sorry. That's all right, bro. I'm about to go to the gym. So maybe find some time to play it back, bro, if you can. If not, it's just your regular reaction. I haven't been doing lives very often, Nick Knox, but I've still got 3 weeks till I go back to school/work. So I'll be here, bro. I will absolutely be here, Nick Knox. All right, guys. Thank you very much once again. Forza Inter worldwide. All right. Ciao.